For a family that has expressed resistance at having a funeral for their loved one, or maybe just doesn't understand the process, I think it's important to explain to them that funerals are a human tradition that lasts several thousands of years into our history. Everybody from Neanderthals to the pharaohs of Egypt have been found buried or entombed with items presumably presented to them to carry on to the afterlife or as a celebration of who they were while they were alive. I think it's also very important for people to understand that funerals are a way of family and friends, those loved ones that the deceased person has touched in their life, to come together emotionally as well as physically in order to celebrate that person in their life, how their presence has affected others. This allows people an organized place and time to openly express their emotions, cry, share, all without any normal shame that goes into public expression of emotion. Also, there is something to be said about viewing your loved one after they are deceased. For a lot of people, they find that the viewing of the body is actually a last step of final acceptance of death. It's kind of a seeing is believing trick of our psyche. Acceptance of death is hard, and this just helps solidify your future going forward without this person in your life. My name is Stephanie Hine, and I submit to you my video essay regarding what skills I have that would make me a good funeral director. I believe that first and foremost, my empathy, my compassion for others, and my willing and wanting to serve people is my first characteristic that would make me an excellent funeral director. I'm able to communicate very well with my clients and listen actively to their needs and their wants. My attention to detail is, I think, a very important part of especially funeral arrangement, as there is no second chance to get every last detail correct with a funeral. We put forth these promises for the family and friends in the celebration of their loved one, and those are of paramount importance to get correct the first time and the only time. There is no second chance, and these people deserve to have everything just as they have been promised. In regards to the second question about how would I explain the value of a funeral to somebody who maybe is not wanting a service, I think it's important to realize that funerals have been part of the human existence for thousands of years, from the pharaohs to even some Neanderthals that have been found buried with trinkets or shrines, presumably to carry into the afterlife. The funeral is an important part, and always has been, of how humans say goodbye to each other and show love. For many, I think seeing the deceased is a powerful and helpful tool for death acceptance. A lot of times, part of the grief process leads people to question mortality or immortality. How can they really be gone? Being able to actually see the deceased and watch their body go through the disposition process of however they choose really helps finalize their feelings and provide an end. Funerals for the family and the support and friends are important as well as also